So front plane sketch, it's gonna be rectangle, of course, 150 and 71.9. If you are doing this with me, make sure that your SolidWorks is also set to millimeters. And that's the outline. Let's save the part just quickly. '17 Pro. Front plane, let's do a front view. I'm gonna unlock aspect ratio, disable this, and make sure that height is 150 and 71.9, like this. Now let's see if this makes any sense. On X it should be 75 minus 75. No, it's 71.9 by 2 minus, so minus 35.95. I might leave these images somewhere so you can download them for free, of course, if you need them. And minus 75. Let's see if this I'm gonna call it a blueprint. Let's see if this image fits well within this first sketch where is the outline, and I can see it doesn't fit all that well on the right side. Maybe, yeah, I didn't cut the image very well. I left too much space. As you can see, we can see the button, and on the left side it's close, but I feel like it should have been a little bit better. So yeah, have to delete that. Photoshop, front. You miss one detail at the start like this and the whole thing is gonna be messed up. You don't have to be specifically like super precise with this, but you need to go at least, be, to some point, to some degree precise. Also, I feel like moving this one. Like I said, I will leave these images so you don't have to change them at all. You're not gonna have to do this. If you take my file, maybe a little bit here, these images are gonna be ready once I leave them ready to download. Perhaps a little bit here. That's cool. Now this should be fine. Let's try again. Tools, sketch tools. Yeah, we are not in the... I'm gonna call this first one outline, front plane. So we make another sketch tools, front. It's not perfect, but it's way better than it was. So 71.9 by 2 minus and minus 75, and make sure it's here 150 and here 71.9. It's way better, and like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, it's more than usable. So right off the start, let's also rename this to front. This video, of course, is gonna be made from couple of recordings. It's not gonna be a one piece recording because this takes time. So yeah, front plane sketch, we make another sketch. The whole idea now for me as I'm starting this is that I wish to create just the body first. So we go like this. You will see now why I'm only doing a quarter of the body. We know from dimensions that it's 875, so 875, maybe let's make it on a mid plane. So this way it's like pretty much in the middle, so you can mirror it later on the right plane, on top plane, and that's it. And let's see if we can only use fillet and fillet out this section, or we are gonna have to draw this curve manually, because this is not a typical fillet where you go like that and you get everything right. This time around it does look like a 12.5 fillet, but yeah, I feel like it does have some curvature to it. Let's try conic radius 12 or 10. No, it's gonna be 13, 14, let's say 13.5, and here a less or more. 11.5, 11.25, 11.5, and maybe 13.25. That looks good. Let's see if we have a good curvature right there or not. This is pretty important later in 3D rendering. The way we check this is by going to evaluate, and it's not good. We don't have a good transition right there. Yeah, it's not. You can see the zebras are not really set up well. The transition between these two surfaces is awful. So yeah, we can't use. Let's try also the curvature fillet. I don't think it's going to work, but let's try it. Just so you understand what I'm trying to do here. Conic, let's try curvature continuous to 12 or 11. No, 14, 15, 16. I can't use this one because as you can see it's going too far and you can't really control the curve. So let's try conic row. 1325, 0.4, 0.45, 0.46, 0.45 actually, or maybe 13.5 and then 0.46. Let's see if this gives us better tangency between these. Yeah, not really. Zebras are again showing us it's not good. Transition between these surfaces really needs to be good, because like I said later in the you also you can see here how good transitions are looking like. This one is not. So this first portion is taking time, but you know, you gotta do things right. So what I typically do is something like this: center line from this point here and something like this, and we will make a line between that sits at 45 degrees, because when it's 45 degrees and we give it a dimension here like 13.5, we also have it on this side and we don't have to add it. As you can see, it's gonna be 13.5, and if we later need to change this dimension, go to 13, this one on the left is going to update as well. Now What are we drawing between these two? It's gonna be, of course, a style spline, and we go from this point, so 1 2 3 and 1 2 3 4. So you have 1 2 3 for the vertical, 1 2 3 for horizontal, and 1 in between, and total of them is 7. So that's that. Let's make, like I said, this one and this one and this one vertical. And actually, let's go back. Sorry about that. Let's make first the first one on the right side and first one here. They need to be equal. This second one and second one here as well. And third one and third as well. And now let's make these horizontal. Horizontal. These should be a lot shorter, so let's drag these points something like this. Vertical, vertical, and vertical. This one, of course, is going to stay angled. It's also gonna be 45 degrees, but we don't have to add this angle. It's of course gonna be this length. Now, what we are doing from this point on in this particular sketch, two important things. First one is to right click here and enable show curvature comps. And for my screen, I think this is fine. So first idea is that we have to make this transition, which is visible on curvature comps, we have to make it as smooth as possible. The second thing is, of course, and that's maybe the first thing actually, is to match this edge to the edge of this front image blueprint. So what I see right now is that perhaps we should make this even longer, 13.5, something like that. We will see about that later. So this first, this first line till this point, let's add any dimension for a start, like 2.5. Now the second one, let's add 275, and third one, let's add 3. Now as you can see, we are pretty close, but to me this transition is not good, and also you can tell by the zebras it's kinda deflecting in both ways. Let's see if this length needs to be bigger or not. Maybe even 14, or that's too much. Let's see, 1375. 225, 2.6. So difference between, let's make it 2.2, just so we can have equal distance between, and then 3.2. Now that's too short. 3.5. Let's make the first one even shorter. 2.5 on this one. 375, or even 4 here. 4.5. Now regarding the zebra, the curvature for the curvature looks good, but I'm not entirely happy with the looks. Let's see what else we can change. Sometimes it's also faster to just delete dimensions and drag these points. Yeah, it feels like this first one needs to be very short. This one in the middle is really not helping me a lot. Yeah, making the first one longer is definitely not the way. Making it shorter sounds good. Let's see about these now. If we make it how much it needs to be. So something like 1.5 actually. And then the middle, for example 3, and then the last one 4.5. This looks decent. I feel like 1375 is too much, but let's try actually and see. Let's also let's add a couple of lines like this just to close this loop around. Jebote kur. I'm gonna give it some dimensions like 10 and equal length for both of these. Let's see how we did this time around regarding this. Of course we go to cut through all both. I'm gonna hide this sketch. First things first, the curvature, it's not perfect, but it looks definitely better than that straight transition. If you remember, that was whole black and whole green without any gradient in between. Let's see what zebras are saying. Zebras actually look quite good. I am not perfectly happy about it. But it looks good, I don't know. It doesn't look that bad. The only thing that I have to double check now is when we go and mirror this, make sure to merge solids. When we mirror this around right plane, and I am of course mirroring it as a body, and top plane, make sure merge solids is enabled so it all becomes one body. I have to double check if actually the rear of the body is going to fit. So front plane sketch, and we make tools, sketch tools, the rear open. Now this needs to be inverted because, you know, when the phone flips, yeah, so flip vertically, or we should actually, let's actually, I'm sorry about this, let's make a sketch, and first let's make a plane. Front plane, plane, this plane is gonna be at 0 and flip normal. Okay, hide, make a sketch. This way we are looking it from the back like it is in the picture. Let's see if I did this one well in terms of cutting. It's not a perfect cut in Photoshop, but I think it's gonna be useful. Yeah, I should have cut a little bit more in this area, and in this one it's good. It's gonna be fine, I guess. Disable this one, disable this one. Again we have 150, 71.9. and same here, 71.9 by 2 minus 75. Click OK. Let's see how this body of ours is fitting the rear sketch as well. Now what's surprising to me is that it looks pretty good in this area, but it's not kinda that good in this area. Let's check on the right. Maybe this is also because I haven't made a perfect cut on this in this file in Photoshop of the image. But I feel like it's still pretty good. I'm only wondering if I should extend. Yeah, you can see in this area it's not that great. Let's actually try and go to our cut. Enable this sketch and make actually this one 14. Make it 1.6. And let's see if we want to extend this last one. Yeah. 475, 3 and 1.6. This is gonna give us a little bit better transition in this area, and it's gonna be more smooth. As you can see, the curvature on this curve to me looks perfect. And now the curvature comes. So 14, 475, 3 and 1.6. That looks perfect. Let's name this rear or backs. Back. Let's look at it from the back. Looks way better now, but as you can see, it's kinda hitting already the antenna lines. Which is kinda weird that we have gone so deep. But yeah, it also does actually make sense that the antenna line is beginning right at the end of this curvature. So yeah, let's leave it as it is. One thing that we can also do right now is just make another, how I call it, just to make sure we go to this sketch. And let's see if we offset, for example, this one. Offset by something. By 5, 4, 375, 3.5, 3.7, yeah, 3.5. Yeah, it's not gonna be the same, but to me this is still indicating that we did actually do a good job. 3.54, 4.5. Yeah, this one is definitely gonna be a little bit smaller in terms of that fillet size. We can of course discard this, and that's the end of this first portion of the video. I'm pretty happy with how this body turned out. Let's continue the work, and in order to have the fillets for these sharp edges that you can see here, we need a side blueprint or sketch for the phone. Let's hide this one and hide the front. Go to right plane. You're also gonna have this sketch tool, sketch picture. You're also gonna have this side image, of course. Now this time around, let's disable this. Let's disable this. 150. Yeah. Sorry. Let's try again. Delete. Let's try again. This is how actually it looks like in real life when you are not prepared 150. Let's see if we drag over this, how it's going to look like. I feel like it's not going to match perfectly, and as you can see, it doesn't. Especially down here. Let's try making this bigger. As you can see, as I drag it down, this edge is following our edge, bottom edge, but these left and right are not really matching up. So let's see if I disable lock aspect ratio and we do something like this and something like this. Maybe just slightly higher like that. And let's see the bottom. Yes, slightly even higher. Something like this. It says 150 points. Let's make a round number 35 and 13 points. I don't know, maybe 0.2. Let's see now. What I know about dimensions for the body is that it should be in total 1318. So 1318, and the camera bump should be 4 millimeters. 4.4. This means that I feel like this image should be just slightly wider. Disable lock aspect ratio. Let's see now if we go. about 4.4. That's actually quite a lot. I feel like I should have gone the opposite way. Why is this lock aspect ratio keeps turning on? Why? What the fuck is wrong here? Yeah, so the camera bump is somewhere around here. From this edge it should be 416, I guess. I guess that's it. 416, 418, 1318. I think this is accurate representation. I still feel like this should go more towards the right. Yeah. Oh man, this fucking lock aspect ratio is something like that. So in the end, it turns out that it's, let's say, 150 by 150.3 and 13 point 13.07, but keep in mind that I haven't intentionally dragged this edge here where our edge sits, because I feel like I didn't do that well cut here on the front. Or maybe actually this should go like that. Yeah. This edge, yeah, this edge is now okay. It looks good, I guess. 13.19, 150 points, something. I'm just gonna delete these lines, I don't need them. Site. The only thing that I'm wondering now is, should these fillets, especially the one on the back, should it be like a typical circular normal fillet, you know? Because if we look at shut the fuck up. We look at the image, it doesn't seem to be any special kind of fillet. But if we look here on the side, yeah, let's have both of these at 2. So front edge should perhaps be smaller or not. 175 or 2. I gotta open up my iPhone that I have in my case. Just a second. I don't have the same generation iPhone, but I'm wondering if the front fillet is smaller than the one on the back. Yeah, even if it is, I can't really see it with my eyes. But I was also wondering if this fillet on the back should, for example, be curvature continuous, and then once we turn this on, yeah, it looks too much. Let's bring it back to a normal, a circular fillet. Oh, it's this one. Circular, and I'm still doubting the size. Should it be 1.5 maybe? Like smaller or bigger? I'm gonna have it at 2, and if something goes wrong, I guess we will be able to fix that. Let's do the front as well, because it should in theory at least be easy. I'm gonna hide side, show the front sketch. You can see how this fillet is now kind of overlapping our front. Yeah, it's overlapping. So how do we do this now? Let's click on this face, convert, select everything for construction, offset by 1. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, it's like I knew what we are going to get. It looks decent. Let's go. Not waste too much time. Now we will need this body, so let's go back on that one, move copy, command for the bodies, click on the body, copy one, click OK. Now as you can see we have 2 solid bodies, and I'm gonna hide this second piece. I'm gonna take our sketch and cut by, for example, 2.5 or even 2. I think it's enough, or let's go 3. Something like this to the inside. Let's hide this body now. Let's unhide this one. Use the same sketch, extruded cut, 3 millimeters, flip side to cut, and select this one. Okay, now we will take this this face plane, make a plane by 0, and use that plane to make a cut with surface. In order for this cut with surface to work, you need to have here, when you go to features, this small tab, right click, you need to have the tab called surfaces. So once you go to surfaces, you have cut with surface. That's it for that. So this is gonna be the front and this is gonna be the back. Let's see what else I have to do here. Yeah, we need that black bezel and a glass on top of it. So this is gonna be I'm thinking how to do it with less drawing over. Let's for example make a fillet 1. That's too much. 0.25, 0.5. Yeah, let's do 0.5. It's gonna go of course all the way around. Now we will take surfaces, offset surface, and we will offset all these faces except for the back face. We will offset by 0.1 and we will offset to the inside. Let's do actually 0.03 or 0.05 actually. This is gonna be the glass, and we also need aside from this one, let's make another surface offset. We will offset again everything. This time around we don't have all of these selected. Do not select the back face. 0.1 again to the inside, click OK, and we go cut with surface. We use this second surface offset that we just made. We go to the outside and we click on the body. Let's hide surface offset 1. It's already hidden. Okay, this body needs to be black. Because this is gonna be no, not the surface offset. I want this body, appearance body. I want body to be black. What is wrong here right now? What am I missing? Yeah, it's black now. And I don't want so dark. Okay. Feels like something is wrong here, definitely. After I did that cut. Anyways, front plane sketch. We take front show, And let's click again on this inside face, convert, select, for construction offset by 3 to the inside, and let's make it actually 0.5. This is gonna be the screen, and as you can see it pretty much fits well all around. Exit, and let's cut it right away. Extrude cut through all this direction. So we have two bodies right now, the bezel and this main body. We also have surface offset 1, surface offset 2. Okay, surface offset 1 is going to be called glass, screen glass, or screen glass, yeah. That's okay, and let's just make sure, if we click on right plane and make a section, let's make sure that this, yeah, as you can see, this surface that is going to represent the glass in the 3D rendering is not, how you call it, is simply not coincident, if I can say like that, with this surface. This is quite important because if you match this glass surface with this surface and you have, for example, some dark plastic material here and glass here, and they are sharing the same exact surface, you're gonna have the glitches in 3D rendering. This is why it's pretty important for these two to be separated, even like 0.01 or something like that. This is also important for this and this one, so this is why we have these small gaps which are not really gonna be visible later. I hope this was not confusing. And screen glass is gonna be also dark, but we go to advanced, we go to illumination, and we add transparency, something like 0.6. Click OK. And now to finish off the screen, let's hide screen glass, display glass, or however. How to make the screen fast? We have this sketch, so let's make, for example, extrude, and it's gonna be on this face. It's gonna be like, for example, let's make it 3 as well, and go to this direction, to the inside. Do not merge result. We obviously want this to be a separate body, because also in this separate body we have to make some cuts for the camera. Show this one. Let's see if we can do it something like this. Peel shape design. This can be, for example, 3. This length should be 15 maybe. Yeah, it's kind of matching. And from the origin it can be 67.25, or yeah, 67.5. Exit, and we can make the cut. Let's have it at 3, why not? Or actually is it 2.5, because I don't want to go through all of that, or actually I won't. Yeah, let's go through. Sorry about this. Let's go through all. The only body that we wish to cut is this one, so make sure if it's not selected to select it. We use the same sketch once again to make this. It's gonna be 3. This is like camera housing and all the sensors housing. I'm gonna copy and paste appearance, sketch once again. We have some, let's make just like straight slot. Let's make like simplified sensors, something like this, a slot, and let's see the size for it. 2, 7, 725. Yeah, not 0.5, 725. It feels like these these sensors are also having some sort of, as you can see, outline. Let me look at my iPhone. Yeah, you don't really see that. We will only do something like this. We will cut by 1. And we will actually increase the size to 2.2 to 25, for example. 2.5 to 25, sorry. To 25, and use the same sketch and just make like a surface, planar surface. That's it. This surface is going to be, we go to surface plane and we make it really dark so it's distinguished from this one. And these are the sensors. For now I'm just gonna do a hole for the camera. Of course I can't see anything well, and now I can. Hole for this one, let's say 5. Feels like a lot, but let's do it. Extruded cut, 2.5 should be enough here. And that's all. We will continue the camera in just a little bit. So let's continue. We have to do a camera here. I just wanna check out this slot dimensions. Let's see. This is 3. Yeah, that looks believable. And also this one is 225, 2.5. Yeah, that looks better. Here we also have 5. Okay. Blueprint. I also wanted to check something. I'm not sure if we did that earlier. Yeah, the curve is fine. Okay. Looking at the blueprint, we can see the camera housing has like a ring around. So let's actually use this sketch, sorry. Let's use this sketch because it's already there. Extruded boss, thin feature 1 millimeter. Let's go up to surface. Oh no, actually let's make it 3. If it's 3, then we might need longer. Or not, let's see. Inside, yeah, that's too much. 0.5, 0.75, 0.7. Do not merge results. Let's see how deep is this cut. It's 2.5. Let's make it 3 as well. But then this slot is also 3. This has to be shorter. 2 point, I don't know, 75. Okay, and also let me think, this one can be 275, and we will also add like with this sketch as well, extrude boss offset by 275 to the inside and make it 0.25. Do click on the merge result and make sure in the feature scope it's connected to this body, because I want to have this housing for the camera pretty much like a separate piece. Also copy this appearance here. This is really dark now. Now inside here we go to this face and make a sketch, convert exit, and we will go 1.5 maybe. No, we need the housing, sorry. How much should this be? Let's go up to surface. Yeah, it actually needs to be like 2.5, I think. Yes, 2.5. It's gonna be thin feature 0.25 to the inside. Do not merge results. I also have to double check with this blueprint. If this one is like that, then this one is something like this. Yeah, let's make this one. Let's leave it as it is. Sorry. This one actually needs to be bigger, 0.5. Yeah, that looks also believable. This one is later gonna be dark as well. For now, let's also make something similar there. Sorry, sorry about that. 175, or maybe less, like 1 mil. Let me see. This is the beauty of not being prepared. Merge result selected, feature scope this body. Here we're gonna have to do a dome. This is going to represent the body that we will use to make camera lens. Elliptical. Elliptical always looks a little bit better in rendering, so I will use elliptical. Let's just see. Let's make it, I don't know, 0.7. I don't want to go too far. And we will change something. Yeah, we actually have to add a chamfer here. 0.25. That's that. And also this face, click on it, go to surfaces, offset surface 0. Confirm, make sure that surface offset is there, and then let's use which sketch this is. We need this sketch, or no? Not really. We need another sketch right here. Let's use this face, and let's go over here and click on the edge. Convert, it needs to be a circle, and then extrude cut through all, and click on this body. This way what we have done is, if we hide surface offset, we have deleted the surface body that we have used, and it was, as you were able to see, it was elliptical. I don't want it there. I will also have to add actually here on this edge like a surface plane, planar surface, click OK. And I'm gonna have to move it slightly to the inside so it doesn't so it doesn't intersect. As you can see, it's intersecting this body, this black one. So go to move, copy bodies, click on surface. To have this tab you need to press F5 on your keyboard. So filter surface bodies, click here, do not copy, and we move it like this by 0.25 for example. This surface body is going to be like the farthest back of the camera lens. So let's call it, let's go here actually, surface bodies. Let's call it lens. It's lens or lens back. And then we unhide the surface offset show. This is gonna be lens number 1. So we go here, rename lens 1, and we will again go to move, copy bodies, command. This time around again have this filter on, click on this one. And do we want copy? Yes, we want copy. Let's go like this, 0.2, click OK. And this one is gonna be lens 2, so it's 1, 2. Make sure that whatever you are doing, the lens shouldn't protrude, it shouldn't go above this face, because we are gonna have the cover glass right here. So you have to make sure it doesn't interfere with that. We go on again, move, copy bodies, and again the same process for this one. We go on Z02, copy number 1. This one is already close to protruding, so I guess we can do this render later with we have 3 lens glasses, so this is like a lens 3. Is it like spelled lens with E or lens without E? That's the biggest question for this video, I guess. That's the camera done, and once you have, so we have this first housing, we have this like imitation of the sensors, the face recognition sensors. We have the camera. This housing is also gonna be copy this appearance to this one. In the rendering, these two are not gonna be the same, because this needs to be like rough plastic or something like that, rough metal. For the lens, I'm gonna hide this one and this one and go to this first one. As you can see, lens number 1 is only visible, so we go to this body. I'm just gonna make it blue because later in rendering I just want to have it separated from the rest of the body, from the rest of the parts in the model. Copy appearance and lens number 2. I'm gonna paste it here, paste to the body, and lens 3, paste to this body. That's it pretty much with the camera. Let's also unhide screen glass show. Yeah, that's pretty much the front of the phone, of the iPhone finished, I guess. Also I have this very this edge is kind of very sharp and it shouldn't be sharp, so fill it like 0.1. It's gonna be just a basic fillet, circular profile, nothing too dramatic. So yeah, that's that. We can start the rear, and where is this sketch? It's called back. I'm gonna make it visible. Let's create, of course, this slot for the camera. Approximately. We'll see about the height. Height should be somewhere around 35. Let's make a center point vertical with origin. And the width is, let's see, 63.35. Let's also see if we were going to offset it from here to 66 and from here to 45. Let's see if we can make these two edges equal. Make equal for construction. This means that vertically from origin till the center point we have something like that, 53.05. Yeah, I think that's that. Keep in mind that this at first is going to be just a normal solid body separated from the other body. It's gonna be like, I don't know, 5, direction 2, 3, do not merge results. Also from the side, let's see how much this needs to be. We had dimension was 1318 for camera bump. Camera bump is 4, but with the rings, but without the rings it's more like 2.8 if I'm not wrong. 2.7, yes. Now visually from the back again, let's see if we can make a simple fillet here. Let's see which dimension it's gonna be. I think it has to be like curvature or something. Yeah, curvature is too much. Conic row. Conic row seems decent, I don't know. 10 or 9. 9.5. 10. 10, 0, 4. Let's also see if we can conic radius 11, 9, 8, 8. So it's conic radius 10 to 8. Let's see about the transition right now. It's not great, but this part of iPhone is not, it's a rough metal in the end, so it's not really gonna be visible a lot. So let's go next. Now, how I usually do this area, let's first also do a combine feature, these two. I usually do either a chamfer that is like, was it like 2.7, and for example 30 degrees in this direction, and then I do fillet 2.7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. I can already see this is not going to work, as you can see. Let me also check. Perhaps this chamfer was simply unnecessary. It definitely was, yeah. Let's try doing all of this without a chamfer. The distance here is 2.7. I guess fillet needs to be somewhere around this size. Let's see how a normal, just a basic fillet works here. It looks completely fine, if you ask me. I don't feel like we have to do anything special right here. The only thing that I just wanna double check is if I wanna go above this corner or not. Yeah, I wouldn't be going actually beyond there, and also symmetric curvature continuous. I feel like there is absolutely no difference. The curvature continuous is actually kinda heavier, but it's still heavy. Let's just go with a simple fillet, and that should be completely fine. The only thing that I'm wondering right now is if this should be so big in size. 2.5 to 2.5. If we make like a smallest of fillets, 0.25 here, let's see. Yeah, if it's looking too much, like maybe 0.1 only. Reason I'm doing this is because I'm trying to make this fillet as small as possible. Let's try deleting this one, let's try deleting that one, and let's try doing asymmetric one. 2.5, 2.7. Which one is the bigger? So 2.7 here and 2.5, 2, 2.5, 2.4. Let's try and doing 2.35 and 2.7. And then I pressed X. So 2.35 and 2.7. This is the deal, is that I want to avoid these fillets overlapping each other. Perhaps the other way to avoid them overlapping is that maybe this fillet in the end could have been smaller, but I don't know. It all looks so close and so similar. When it comes to shape, I don't think it's too big of a deal. Let's see what else. This other fillet that we have, that was 0.1 around this edge, we will add it later once the whole thing is finished. Let's also check curvature. Yeah, this was one of the reasons why I didn't have to do curvature or take care of these. If you remember before fillet, you see the curvature between these two is not so well as zebras, but as you can see they kinda disappear and become one because we have to add fillet. So it doesn't have a lot of sense to be struggling to make a perfect transition between, because as you can see you already have almost perfect one. Let's go here, and for this end I'm just gonna add these circles, or actually let's dive deep and do this part. Now what's important here, I guess, is that a distance here has to be, I guess, similar. Is 1.5 and 1.5. And vertically, let's make sure these two are vertical. Let's go down. And we will go, for example, let's go from origin actually. 30. If we go here between these two, 3.2. I had my, I'm having my TV switching inputs, so sorry about that. Okay, we are back. Close the sketch, and it's gonna be a pretty similar progress. I should have used, actually, let's right click, edit sketch plane. We have to do this face. We will create extrude boss. Let's do, I don't know, 20. Do not merge results. Fillet. Let's see if we can use the same fillet that we used. It was how much was it actually? It was conic radius 10 by 8. So it's symmetric. Conic 10 by 8. Let's see if this is the one. Yeah, yeah, it's quite the same fillet. It's not looking perfect here, but nobody's gonna notice that. Now instead of course going this way, it should be going the opposite way. So a 1 to this side, or even smaller. I don't know how much can the glass on this iPhone be thick in this area. Let's sketch and not offset, sorry. Click on the face, convert, exit, and let's unhide. What was that body? Fillet, this one. we'll take this sketch, make extrude cut by 1.05. Now let me explain something. If we take right plane and make a section, you will see that I had the intention not to have these two faces sitting and intersecting each other. You can see the distance between these two faces is quite small. It says that it's 0.05. This gives us in the rendering process ability not to have issues, because if you put a surface of a glass exactly intersecting the other surface of some other material, it's gonna look like a glitch. So this is also what we need to avoid here, because as you can see, faces are actually intersecting right there. To avoid this intersection, we will add, using this sketch, another cut. It's going to be thin feature, this time 0.05. Mid plane, it can go again 1.05, and again select this body, or actually let's actually select the glass body. Click OK, and let's use section again on the right plane to see if we have this distance between. Yes, we do have this distance. This time is maybe smaller because we use the mid-plane option, so yeah, it's 0.025 in between, but that's quite enough in terms of rendering. Uncheck this. I'm gonna quickly open up Keyshot just to quickly show you what I mean by these intersections and issues and glitches. So Keyshot, we put our model in GPU, just a second. So material, unlink material, unlink material. This can be glass and metal. Let's see, for example, any kind of metal, polished. Now this looks kinda deep, so for example, yeah, we'll have to see how deep this is gonna have to go. Let's see about the rough one. Yeah, this hole looks very deep. We might have to make it smaller, but anyways, you can see there is absolutely no glitches. Even if we go here and make the glass refractive, now the hole looks a bit more normal. It looks kind of okay, you know. Now let's try and see the same if we uncheck this cut and we go to Keyshot. I'm gonna put this side by side. So this is new one. We're gonna move it like this. We're gonna shift left click, control shift right click, shift left click, control shift right click. Now if we zoom in here, you can see the glitches. You can see the glitches. Let me show you even, yeah, refractive. Yeah, if you even uncheck the refractive, you're gonna see glitches everywhere, as you can see. lot of glitches. It's simply because you are sharing the same plane for two surfaces, and it's not something that you can do in 3D rendering. When it comes to this part, whatever you do to this material, you are never going to see glitches. You can see, for example, dark area, but you are never gonna see you know, any kind of dashed lines or anything. Let's continue the work, and let's for a start, as we have gone from the front to the back, let's do antenna lines, and for a start it's gonna be, I think you can use, yeah, front plane sketch. I'm gonna go back and see if I can see well, but I should be, yeah, we can see very well the antenna lines. Now, it's kinda complicated because this edge is not following exactly this one, and I really think right now at this moment that it should actually follow it. So let's see how to fix this. And like I said, I'm really sorry, this video is gonna take a while. It's not one of those pre-made, prepared, you know, tutorials where everything is perfectly, you know, perfectly prepared up front, so you can just do things. Let's also take another look at this first cut. I feel like we could add the curve just a little bit more. Where is it now? It's here. I feel like the curve should actually be just a touch stronger. It doesn't appear so, but let's see if we can, if we make increase here. Yeah, let's increase it, so 1.635, just so it's more like going outwards. This is now the moment where you can see how SolidWorks is super powerful software, and if you set the model correctly, you can just drag this blue thing down and you are good to go. There is zero issues. So maybe I haven't prepared a tutorial for you, but I have planned very well all of these steps without too much complication, so that we can easily change and adjust things. Let's see if we can match these two edges to sit, you know, and be coincident on each other. I'm sorry, I'm also gonna have to drink coffee as I record this video. We have this boss. Let's see from this extrude how much do we have between these two. So there is going to be there is going to be 955. Is it a round number? Yes, luckily it is, and I guess it's quite the same here. Yeah, 955. So this fillet should be, I guess, 955, and as you can see it's 10 by 8, so we should be able, yes, we should be able to have it done well. Let's just see, once we go to fillet and move it from 10 to 955, nothing hugely change. It's not a huge change, nothing changes dramatically. As we can see, it looks fine. Let's just see if we have to go maybe 8.5. Let's see if, as you can see, we can go by 955, 8.5 or 825. Let's leave it at 825. So 955, 825. it looks good. Combine, fillet, it's all still standing where it should be. Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm not exactly sure, and I'm like not 100% sure if in reality these fillets should hit each other and kinda remove this face in between. Let's see if we go ahead and do that, how the model is going to look like. Its fillet should be this one. Ah, yeah, it's actually this one, yeah. Sometimes you gotta go back and forth. So we had asymmetric 235 to 7 fillet. Sorry for my accent. 2.8, no, 2.7. It's this one here, 2.4, 245. 2.5. Yeah, it's kinda deleting the edge. 2.45. Let's see if we do 245 and leave this one at 2.7. It looks good. It looks good. I believe that in a way it makes more sense to have it done like this, where there is no small face in between. It's not like a huge mistake if you do it otherwise. Also, judging by the image here, you can't really tell. I don't know. I like I said, I don't know if these two should connect or there should be like a face in between. To me, this looks good. Let's go further. And let's hide this sketch. It was just a sketch that needed us to help with those dimensions. And let's do antennas, front plane sketch. Couple of minutes into the video and we are just where we started off. Let's take this face. I'm gonna convert. I'm gonna select, make it for construction, offset by 0.1, 25, 0.25, and then make another offset by, let's see how much. Make sure it's select chain. It's not working for some reason. Yeah, there always has to be something with these things in SolidWorks. Let's try and use a side plane. We have our side sketch as well. It might be even easier, yeah, with this side sketch. We will do something like this. Straight line here. And let's set it something like that. From this edge, it's like 0.5, I guess. And another offset to the left. Let's see if one is enough. No, 125. 0.6. Yeah. Let's also make center line from the midpoint of this line like that. Make sure that it goes, I don't know, from origin to the center line 55. We can have here anything like for this, like 55 as well, for example. Like I said, I'm sorry, but I had to finish off my coffee. Exit the sketch. We will use, of course, before we go to split line, let's also make sure that we do move copy bodies, we wanna make a copy of this just so we have a good decent copy of this. Click OK, yes, and I'm gonna hide this copy, hide, and use the sketch. Go to curve, split line, split only these lines from the fillet, and that's it. This already looks kinda good. Let's add the main body lines. I believe these should kinda intersect here, so let's go like this. And if it was 125, then it should also be here 125. Reverse, yes, okay. That's at least same. Let's add any dimension like 15. Make sure that you have gone from this point. It's this point. And the same thing here. This time around it might be even easier, as we go from this point, something like that. 15, offset 125, and that's all for that. Another split line tool, make sure to incorporate also this small fillet here and maybe this inside face on the other side as well. The only thing that I am going to double check, maybe I can do it right now. Yeah, we don't really see how this antenna is finishing inside. This is something I'm gonna have to check before I continue the work. We can do it some other time. So I will double check on that, and let's see here. Yeah, it's all the same faces. Let's see if no, I have forgot actually to add this face and the same thing here. Now these are connected, and we can go and do offset surface by 0, of course, because we only need a copy of these faces. So around the camera bump and into this one. That's all good. Confirm by clicking enter. And the same thing here, offset by 0. Now let's remember, this fillet was 0.1, I think. We don't really see that right now. Let's see now how much was it. It was 0.1, meaning that our thick and cut can't be bigger than 0.1. Surface offset here, surface offset there, and third should be here. Now, first things first, thick and cut. So we said that it cannot be bigger than 0.1, so 0.05. Maybe it should be enough, I don't know. Here, no, sorry, delete thicken parameters. Let's make sure that you have this. Press F5 and filter surface bodies. You filter this one, and you go with this. Thicken both sides. Cut this body out. That's all good. Same thing on this side. Thicken, no, thicken cut. 0.05 middle option. Select body, select this one, and same thing here. That all looks good, and just for a second I'm gonna hide all of these sketches. Also, now if you remember correctly, we had another solid body as a copy of this one. So let's hide this last body and show this previous that was a copy. Before we go further, I'm gonna drink my coffee. We also have to go back right now because I forgot one thing. So you just go here where you see this blue line. You drag it up till the first surface offset. You click on first surface offset. You go to offset surface and it's gonna make on a 0. It's gonna make a copy of that one. Click OK. Same thing with this surface offset for the bottom antenna line, and same thing for third antenna line. So that's that, and now as you can see, our thickened body that we cut is not visible. We also don't need, sorry, we don't need this body that was a copy to be shown. My bad, right there. We will only thicken up these 3 surface bodies. So click on this one, it's gonna be 0.05 this time around. We wanna go only to the inside, as you can see. 0.05, do not merge result, click OK. And same thing here. All we gotta do is make sure it's going inside and not outside. Do not merge result, click OK. And same thing here. I don't really know in reality how they make these antenna lines. I'm pretty sure it's not like this, but for the visual effects it's more than good enough to do it like this. We are not anyways going to produce this 3D model in reality. As you can see, I have made some appearance by going to edit appearance, and I clicked on the body, and I'm gonna copy appearance and paste it here, just so we can have paste it to the body as well, just so we can have a better look of on what we have done so far. And let's in that also manner unhide the thicken cut. So that's how this body is looking like. The only thing that is coming to my mind is as this body is glass body, should this antenna line go even further like on this face as well, but like I said, I will double check on this with some images online, and I will let you know. For this portion of the video we did these antenna lines very good. Let's double check here. As you can see now, I don't know, these kind of look dimension is probably the same for both, but to me these visually look different from what we've done. I'm not sure if this is something related to 3D rendering. If we turn on the perspective, let's roll the view. It might be only the effect of 3D rendering. We will also have to deal with this some other time. This fillet to me is now really a question mark on how exactly it should go. I don't think we did something wrong, but we might need to come back later and double check on that. Let's turn off perspective. It's been a while since I worked on this model. Let me just check which background is the best. Yeah, let's return to this one. Let's see how we can continue right now. Um, let's for example do the buttons, and let's see if I have the side sketch ready. Yes. On this side we have the camera button. It's more like a cutout first. Dimension roughly is 3.5 maybe. Yeah. Length 13 or even less, 12. Let's see, it needs to be, I guess, in the middle. For construction we're gonna go something like this. Or actually, let me check. Yeah, it's not smart idea to attach it there, because the antenna line is not object that is always there. It's being because of the rebuild and stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna go from the origin vertically, of course, and from origin it's gonna be 22, 21.5, 21.75, 12 and a half, 12.25. Yeah, that's it. 12.25. Let me just look at my phone. It's having a similar cut. Okay. So let's do like 2 to the inside, extruded cut. We will of course do a chamfer of, let's see how much, 0.25, 45. I feel like the angle on this should be different. Let's see if we can do 0.5 and then here in the angle like 30. Let's see from this view. Yeah, that looks accurate, I would say. Let's go back. Actually, this cut can be quite a lot smaller. It can be, let me see and measure from here to here. It's like 1.1. Perfect. We can do only one. Or even less. Let's try 0.5. That's better. The only reason we needed this cutout is for it to look like a hole. It doesn't have to be a big hole. And let's of course do extruded boss base for the button itself. It's gonna be like 1. Do not merge result. It needs to be a separate body. I guess that's it. Let me just double check my phone. Yeah, it has to have, I guess, some small fillet. maybe not so big, 0.2. I feel like this looks realistic, and I'm also going to copy, right click, copy appearance, paste, because I just want to have it visually separated. I would say this is pretty accurate. Maybe this chamfer is too big, maybe not. I think it's fine. Let's move on to the button again, sketch. This time around, does it sit also in the middle? I think yes. So center line from the origin like this, and I want to actually use a center point straight slot, and it's going to be, let's see how much, let's say 3. How much did we have here? It was convert. Let's convert to see how much was it here. It was 3.5. I don't think we need that much this time around. This one is smaller definitely. Let's do just 3, and the length, how much could it be? 12 and a half. From the center point to the origin, 23.5. No, it's 24.5. 24. 24, and this one can be 13. 13 and a half. Okay. 13 and a half, 24, 3. I'm saying 3 like 3. By in my language, Serbia. And in English it's more like 3 or 3. Anyways, let's do the cut. Again, it doesn't have to go very deep inside. And alright, I did 0.5, and let's also do the button like 0.5, and also direction to 0.5. Do not merge results. We want this one also to be separate body. And for the fillet, let me also check my phone. I really can't tell. Is it like something like 0.25? I'm gonna do 0.1 on this body. That's the button finished. Did we have already the other side of the device? Let's hide this side sketch, and let's see if this one is. I don't think it's that one. Yeah, it's some other sketch. So the good news is that I found the other side sketch for the other side. So right plane sketch. Let's actually switch view like this. Go to the right or left, however. Sketch tool, sketch picture. I will attach also this one. This one is silver though, but it's a good sketch. Flip vertically. No, flip horizontally, sorry. Horizontally, enable scale tool, disable. Full image. No, from file. User defined. I just wanna get rid of the white background. Okay. That should work. And what the fuck, man. Let's scale it down. We are getting very close. As you can see, sometimes these images are not perfect representation. I think this image that I found is probably not the orthographic but perspective. In perspective images, which are not like orthographic like blueprints, um, of course the camera focal length can mess everything up. Yeah, let's don't care too much about that. We just need to know about the buttons. Yeah, it looks off, but who cares? We are going to call this side 2. So on this right plane sketch, I'm gonna switch like this. On this side we have volume buttons. I forgot they switched this button from the. It's still like a ringer switch or how it's called. I don't know, but it's different. And we have a SIM card tray. Let's do that one first. Center point slot. Make sure it's vertical. It should, I guess, be aligned vertically to the origin. Yeah, and it should be maybe 2.5, length 14, from the center point to the origin 40. That's too much. 39.5. Let's do 40 because this image we don't have to follow it blindly because of the fact that it's not a perfect image. 13 and a half. I draw it on the right plane. Let's right click, edit sketch plane. I'm going to select this face and click OK. And then we select the sketch, extrude cut, thin feature 0.025 or 0.05. Mid plane, I'm gonna do like 0.75 to this side for this body. That's it. Yeah, let's do. I guess that's it. Let's do just a circle. Come on, man. The snapping here. Okay. Let's double check the size. That's the size. It's like 1. And extrude cut. I'm gonna do probably like similar, like 0.75. And a chamfer of 0.25. Now, I'm going to select this face and offset like 0.1 and right click, appearance, body. I'm gonna make it fully black and I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something similar for this small face inside. Set surface 0.1 and copy appearance, paste just in case that later in rendering engine you really need that inside to be fully dark. So that's the reason for this Surfaces fillet 0.1. I guess that makes sense. Maybe this one is too big, 0.25, 0.2. Okay, let's continue sketch and find these buttons, their positions. We are going to need a center line. Make sure it's vertical going from the origin. Center point slot. The width 2.75. Length 4.5. And from center point to the origin 41.5. Maybe this can be 425. Yeah, 425 to 75, 41.5. That should be it. And similar scenario here. Nine, 875, center point to origin 27. The reason I'm not fully following the sketch is because I believe the sketch we're using is not fully accurate either. Let's do 2.5 to 75. We did 275 on this one, so let's do the same. Another here. We are going to make this line and this line equal, so they are equal in length, this one and this one as well. And the only thing left is to go from here to here, 12.7. Exit. And the same process again, 0.75, cut like that. And another straight boss, 0.75, also to the inside. Actually the outside should be like 0.4 or 45, something like that. Do not merge results. This could actually be the same body with this one, but later if you want to add textures or something like that, that's why I'm keeping it as a separate piece. 0.25 here, too much, 0.2, okay, fillet 0.2 and fillet 0.2, fillet 0.1 here, and for these. And just maybe, actually, yeah, I was wrong. These three fillets are going to be 0.25. It's not actually too much now that I'm looking at buttons from further away. Also, I'm thinking if these should be any bigger. How much did we here? We did 0.5. I'm always forgetting about these things. Let's do 0.5. You can maybe find on the internet how big they are. Yeah. Let's actually check the Google. I'm gonna pause the So in the end we are going to keep it at 0.5. So it's not big of a deal. And I guess that's it for this left side of the device. And off we go. At this point we are gonna be working on the camera bump, camera and all other details. Let me just double check something. We should have back, yeah, sure. Let's see how to start this section. Let's actually do cutouts here. So that's gonna be first. I'm gonna draw a center line, something like this, and put one circle here, one here, and do not go to the midpoint. Just put the circle, third one, somewhere around there, just in case that this cut is not in the middle of the line. So let's see, dimensions for this should be 6 or more. And here this one should be smaller. Yeah, let's do 6 here, and then for this one 6.5. I'm not sure if visually this is making me a wrong project. I'm not sure if these are the same in size or not. Let's also drag this one up. I believe here we should have something like 1, not more than that. I'm not I'm indecisive for the flash if it should be smaller or not. Let's do 6.5, who cares. Anyways, we go from origin vertically, no, this is horizontally, sorry, 23.25, and let me just go here and see if we can get like a center line, just to see where is the middle of this edge. Yeah, it turns out that this hole should probably be somewhere in the middle. Yeah, so let's do point of the circle and this line, midpoint. We will also have from this line to here 9.3, and same here. I believe that's it. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure if these two should be same. Let's see if we do 6.5 also for this one. That's kinda too much. Let's go to 6. Yeah, 6 and 6.5. I feel like we need minimum of, I don't know, like 5. And let's of course select this body. Now this mic cutout is not super important, just add fillet of 0.5, no, 0.25, okay. And here it's just like a dark lens, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, you can't really see anything right there. So that's gonna be, let's take the sketch that we used. Selected contours, clear selection. We can do one, for example. Go to the inside. Do not merge result. This needs to be a separate body. And just for a second, let's hide this main body to do a fillet of, I don't know, 0.25 here. And let's unhide. Oh, it's not that one. It was some copy. It's actually this one. We did save a copy of our body just in case. So don't mix up these two. Yeah, something's wrong now. I feel like it feels like we have two bodies around here, or something is wrong. Yeah, the shading is now fine. Probably something with my PC. I'm gonna go to right click appearance body and put it into black. And for the flash and for this search, let's also do fillets like 0.25. Actually, I'm gonna delete this one just in case. I just wanna have it separately. So for example, if I wanna have this one 0.1 later, that I can be able to do that. So for now, keep it like 0.25, 0.25, and same for this one. That's all for now. I'm not gonna bother you to model the flash. Let me just find the 3D model from before. So after some digging on my PC and folders, I've quickly realized that I do not have a single tone flash 3D modeled. So we are gonna have to do it manually. This is something that I so much hate doing because I don't know, like it's so stupid, but let's do it. I'm gonna bring this face up, type face here in the command prompt, move face, type 4, no that's too much, 3, so it's offset by 3, click OK, and I don't even see very well how this flash looks like. I'm gonna take this face and this one and offset these by 0.1. That's too much. Let's do it by 0. Click OK. Let's click on it again and go to offset surface and again by 0. Click now on the first surface offset, go to thick and cut by 0.25, go to middle, auto select this body, and now what we have here, as you can see, is a cutout. This cutout allows us to have show this surface body, to have our own body that is also gonna be thickened by 0.25 to the inside. Do not merge results. This will allow us to have the housing of this flash to be in a different color from the rest of the iPhone's body, which is pretty important because why is it important? In 3D rendering, as you can see, it's all kind of white inside, and the body it's having its own orange, metallic orange color. This color, if it was inside of the flash, it would affect how the flash looks like. Now here we have something like I guess like a small light. So let's draw a circle of 2. Let me just see something on this sketch. Just a second. Yeah, this image you can't see that much. But anyways, let's try something like 225. So I'm gonna be parallelly with creating this model. I'm gonna be looking at my own iPhone here in my hands. So sorry if I'm working a little bit slow. I just gotta make sure that this looks good. It's hard to see even when you hold it in your hands. But it should look something like this. It's gonna be like a millimeter or two. That's too much. One, do not merge result, of course. Let's see how much do we have here. Between these two, normal distance is 1. And this one is 225. Okay. Let's do a dome. So if it's 225 by 2, then it's 1 okay. Elliptical, no, click like this, and because it's gonna protrude out, this has to be quite lower, like 0.25, so it's not really protruding no more. Let's take this face, make a sketch, convert, exit the sketch. We're gonna go offset by let's see how much. Let's do 175. It's gonna be something like let's do 0.5 and make sure it's a thin feature, and we need something like 0.3. Do not merge results. Click OK. This is already gonna be the cover glass for this flash. All we gotta make sure again is to use the same sketch and make a extruded cut. Go this way through all thin feature, 0.01 or 0.02, it doesn't really matter. Mid plane and select this. We are here making just a small separation between, just so we don't have that visual glitch in the rendering. We need another sketch here with this edge. .5. You must be wondering why am I doing this separated. You will see later. It's kinda easier for me because this flash is gonna have some how you call it, let's show this sketch. We're gonna have some weird small cuts, and these cuts are easier to draw on a separate body when it's separate like this. So top plane, make another plane, use this point, click OK, click sketch, and we're gonna take this face, select intersection curve, hide the plane, go up, make this for construction, add a center line like this. Sorry, let's hide this sketch first. Okay. I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like the cuts, those super small cuts, Let's make a circle. If our body is then this circle should be 0.5 or even 0.75, something like that, just so it's not in the middle, and 0.1, and we will do a small pattern, linear sketch pattern. Entities is gonna be a circle, 0.25, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's bring them more together, 0.15 or 0.1. No, that's 0.15. And we will go 10, something like 15 times. Click OK. Revolved cut. So I guess this is to some degree an accurate representation of the flash. I feel like I still made a mistake. Let's delete first. No, just wanna trim it out like that. First one, second one, and third one. So we are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of these. They are all 0.1, and first of these starts at somewhere around 1.2. That looks way better. We can now combine these two glass bodies and right click, appearance, I'm gonna add something like a gray color and go to advanced illumination, transparency, something like that. Now if I'm not wrong, and I don't think I am, let's double check. If we click on this plane that we made here and we go to section, click OK, you can see that our flash light is kinda hitting our glass body. The only thing that we're actually going to do now is we're gonna go to move face and we're gonna set it to be 2.5. Okay. And now, because we moved it, we need to also move this to 175 plus 0.5. And now it all makes sense. Turn off section view. There's the flash done. Like I said, I don't like spending time on things like this, but sometimes, as you can see, it's something that you still need to do. The flash is done, and the mic hole, we can again offset this small surface by 0.5 or even more by 1. And we will apply another very dark color, copy appearance. Here you can place, if you want, the mic texture, but it's not really important. What is important for me is that in the rendering I can make it fully black and have like a dark hole here and not really see the orange body of the phone, similar to something that you can see here. To finish off this phone, we have to do the rear cameras and the bottom tray with the charging port. So let's start with the cameras. Make sure that back is shown, and let me just check something on the right side of the device, because here in my notes it says that camera bump should be like 4 millimeters. So right plane sketch, and let me just draw a line. You don't have to do this, just now, and we go from here 4. Let's see if this makes sense. Yeah, something like that, I guess. Okay, that's that. Let's see now. Looks kind of weird. I'm feeling like this should have been a touch smaller. It's 2.7, maybe it should have been 2.5 or something like that. Let me just check here as well. Distance is 0.6 millimeters. Okay, we might have to change a couple of things. Now let's hide this, draw a sketch here, and I'm gonna also hide this one that we just made. It's not really important. Let's see, so circle here. If I'm not wrong, it should be from this point, it should have some distance, like 0.7. And same thing here. Or 0.75. Let's see, 15. Yeah, it looks like 15. Let's see if I draw a center line that is sitting on a midpoint here, like this, and we do a mirror of this circle around here. Yeah, that should be that. Another circle here, and we are gonna make this center line and the point coincident. We are gonna make these two circles equal, and the distance, let me check if the distance here is 17.4, and we do, for example, here. Yeah, it's not gonna be like that. We are going to put from circle to circle horizontally 16.5. That looks sort of fine. Now we said that we have here 2.7, which means that this can be like maybe millimeter in height. Let me check this image. Yeah, it's definitely more than that. 1.3, 1.3. Do not merge results. Now this looks much better. Yeah. And I also add a direction 2, so it goes inside a little bit, 3 millimeters. And now one important thing, I'm gonna hide this main body. I'm gonna use this sketch, extract cut, thin feature by 0.5, mid plane, or even 1, something like that. Through all, and select these 3 bodies. I'm feeling like here, as you can see, this shadow is showing me, like, I'm not sure exactly, but it feels like there is like a fillet on both sides of this, on top surface and on the bottom surface of this camera ring. Let's unhide the body. And I guess that's all. With this 1.3 we have 4 millimeters. Okay, let's see how are we going to continue this. Yeah, we definitely need some cuts. Give me a second. So I'm gonna click on these 3 faces, click convert, select for construction, offset by 1 to the inside, and let's see if this is correct dimension. Yeah, it feels like it's 1 millimeter. Exit, and actually I'm gonna change the cut extrude because it's 1 here. Let's do 0.5 because this cut is going to be 1, so I have to have some margin there. I'm gonna go through all 1, 2, 3. That's it. Another cut let's do with the same sketch. I'm gonna go by 3.5 millimeters or even 5 and cut the main body, something like that. Now the bad thing is that our camera rings are kinda overlapping with the body. Now to fix this, let me see, I'm also gonna use this same sketch, extruded cut. It's gonna be thin feature 0.5 or 0.25. It's gonna go 5, it's gonna be mid plane, and select this body. Now they are not overlapping each other. And let's see what else. I'm gonna build the camera housing. We can also start building these black rings. They are kinda popping out a little bit, sticking out along with the glass. So let me just check on my iPhone as well. Yeah, it's a pretty similar situation. I don't have the same iPhone like you see on the screen. It's a previous generation, but it should be all the same. So this sketch is gonna be extruded boss, and let's do for example 0.5. That looks like too much. 0.3. Do not merge results. It's gonna be thin feature once again. 0.5 to the inside. Direction 2, let's do like 5. What the hell now? Some click OK. What the hell now? I don't understand what's wrong. Let's delete direction 2 and see if this works. Yeah. Let's use the same sketch once again. Extruded boss. We're going face down. Thin feature 0.5 to the inside. It's gonna be 5. This time do merge result, feature scope. We will select this, this, and this body. Let's find our black color. Copy appearance, paste to body, paste to body, and paste once again. Let me double check if this is correct sizing or not. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Now for the camera housing, let's make a sketch here actually. Sketch, I will take the inside edge here of these black rings. Convert, let me double check here. Yeah, maybe it's not only 0.5, it's close. Let's leave it as it is just for a moment. Housing is gonna go something like, I don't wanna go fully to the top, maybe 4 millimeters. Do not merge results. Judging from this image, yeah, the lenses are just a touch more to the inside. Let's start from the top one, sketch, and the circle. Let me just think for a second how to do this. I feel like actually, yeah. Sorry, once again, sketch on this face, convert that face, and we will make something like a weird cut, extrude cut, 0.5, it's gonna have a huge angle, like 75, 85, 84, 83, let's do 80 degrees. So we're kinda adding some depth here, and yeah, we can actually do even more. 82, yeah, something like 82 degrees. And then on this face, just a quick sketch, convert, exit, and extruded cut. Let's do something like 1. There's the camera housing done, and we can make the lens. I'm just gonna do something like this. Click on this face, go to dome, add 1 millimeter. Let's see, elliptical or not. Okay. Or 0.75, 0.8. It's gonna be something like that. Also, I'm gonna shorten this to 0.7. And this time around, go to surfaces, offset surface by 0. This way we are separating this, hide, and I'm gonna take again this sketch and make cut. Let's just repeat it. It was, I think, 0.7, direction 2 through all, and this way we are removing this dome from the housing. So the housing is this, and now you have separate surface here for a camera lens. Now, sometimes you will have couple of lenses inside the camera. You can do like, we can actually do a pattern. So linear pattern, filter surface bodies on F5, and go to bodies, click on it. Let's do like 4, direction 1, .1, yeah, I guess that's all. So you're gonna see that now we have 4 of these. Let's just quickly make a plane, just so we see. Right plane is gonna be somewhere around here, just so we see what are we doing actually. Click on the plane section. So there you have it. You have like 4 of these that can in the 3D rendering represent camera lenses. Undo the section, hide the plane, and the process is gonna be the same for rest For the rest of the two lenses, let's also not forget the glass, or maybe we can do it at the end. I'm also gonna add like a chamfer around here, maybe like 0.2 at 45 degrees. I'm gonna go to right click appearance of this body and make it dark but not fully black. Click OK. And like I said, similar process for the rest of the two camera housings. Sketch here, convert, exit, cut. Let me see. Here it's gonna be just probably different. So 0.5, it was something like 80 degree angle. 82, 83, no, 82, something like 80. Let me check here in the this looks like it's fine. So it was 0.5 cut on 80 degrees. Again, sketch here, convert, exit, extruded cut. Okay, it's gonna be something like 0.7, just like we did earlier. And another dome. Dome was 0.8, elliptical. Yeah, make sure it's elliptical dome. Click OK. It's having like a better, more concave profile, if I can say like that. Face offset surface by 0, and we go another cut with this sketch. It's gonna be 0.7. Direction 2 is gonna be through all, and click on this body. Again, we are left with this surface, and we are gonna make a pattern of it. It's gonna be body's pattern, direction 1. And we already have the settings from earlier. Make sure it goes up 0.14. Click OK. Also, I'm gonna paint just these two first lenses. Go to body, something like this. Copy and paste to the body. Another chamfer as well. 0.245. Also copy this appearance, paste onto this body, and let's do it here, why not? And that's 1, 2, 3. This one is probably maybe a wide camera lens or something like that. That's why it looks a little bit different. I'm not sure, but it feels like there is another black ring around here, or that's just me. Yeah, let's do this last one. Sketch, convert. We're gonna go this time around. It's gonna be a lot of degrees, so 0.5 and 85, 84, 83, 83 for this body only. It looks about right. Sketch, convert, exit. This time around I might go maybe lower, maybe not. It was 0.7. Let's keep it at 0.7. Dome. It was 0.8. Elliptical. Click OK. Offset surface by 0. Now this same sketch, extruded cut. Again 0.7, direction 2 through all, and another pattern. This is direction of the pattern. Bodies, it's a surface body. Make sure it goes up 0.14, click OK, and let's copy and paste appearance to this body. I'm not like sure 100%. I feel like there are some more additional black rings here on the camera. Yeah, let's add those as well. And above these is gonna be glass. Sketch for this is gonna be on this face. So this circle, this one, and this one. Now these inside are gonna be a little bit different, I would say. Yeah, I can also see the contour of these rings. It's something like that. Something like this. And here, maybe like that. Not sure. Not sure about this one. Something like this. 925, 7.7, 775, and here we have 7.5. We're gonna go extrude bus offset by set by 1 to the inside and maybe 0.5 on this ring and go down. Do not merge result, click OK. I guess that's it. Copy this appearance here, paste body, body and body. What's bad about this is that we can't see now these outer rings, and visually we can't they are almost identical. Let's take this copy appearance, paste to these outside bodies, just so we can see better what we are doing. And the last thing, go here. So 1, 2 and 3, convert, and this time around select for construction, offset. I'm gonna type in 1 so we can go and see that reverse needs to go inside, and now I'm gonna change to 0.02. Exit the sketch, just so we can have some separation between the glass and that other material, and the glass can be, I don't know, like 0.75 to the inside, or maybe 0.5. Do not merge result, click OK. I guess that's it. I'm gonna copy and paste here on this body, right click, appearance, and go to the body appearance, so I can add here in advanced illumination. I can add transparency, something like 0.6. Click OK, and once that's finished, copy, paste appearance to this body and this one. Do we need to have like a fillet? Yes, especially for the metal rings. So fillet of, let's see, 0.25 or 0.5. No, it's 0.25 definitely. Fillet here. Also don't forget this bottom edge. Although I'm not honestly sure if there should be a fillet actually or not. I guess we can add it. Change this fillet. And the fillet for this small ring on the outside edge 0.1. And that's the camera's done. And this one looks huge, like really, really, really oversized maybe. I don't think it should be that big. Let's go and see where is it, which sketch. It's here. It was 80 degrees 0.5. Let's do 81. Yeah, that looks at least a little bit more realistic. What I'm also wondering is, should this be just a touch thicker or not? Let's see if we can change that. Let's go back. Where is this boss extrude? It's quite far away. I'm gonna suppress all these components. Even farther, and even farther than that. It was extrude thin. No, not this one. Oh, it's even right here. No, cut. It's this one. Cut extrude. We did one. I don't know why, but I feel like there should be more than one. Let's do 1.1. Yeah, not a major difference. Let's see now when everything. Yeah. I don't know, it looks good, I guess. Maybe too big now. Maybe I should have just left it to one. Why would anyone in the product industry make something 1.1? It's probably just one. Sorry about this. Go back to this cut and return it to 1. That's at least a good thing about SolidWorks. You make a mistake, you can change it without a lot of consequences, especially when the model is not super complicated. Like this one, you can go back in this feature tree and really play with the model. That's it regarding the cameras. To end this iPhone model, we have to do the bottom tray with a SIM, not the SIM slot, the charging port, sorry. And I think we also are lacking the emblem on the back. I just wanna double check here. I don't think that in reality these faces have any fillets on them, but I'm just gonna add some small ones only for the sake of 3D rendering. Fillet 0.1 for these glass bodies. I mean, I've looked at my iPhone and I'm pretty sure there is no fillets in reality, and nobody's ever gonna make like such a small fillet on a glass, of course, but in the rendering it's gonna help you. It's gonna basically help these parts of the smartphone look more detailed, and more details is always a good thing. That's that. I think we also need to add a small fillet there. Let's see how much. It's also one tiny and very small one. 0.1. Yeah, I don't think it should be bigger than that. just like a minimal of the minimum. Sorry for my laugh. Also, we did make this surface for the mic. It's kinda deep inside, so let's make it 5. No, that's too much. Let's make it 3. So that if you add texture here, you can at least see it a little bit from the from the outside. Okay, we are gonna make a sketch on this face. Tools, sketch tools, sketch picture, bottom, and disable scale tool, full image, user defined. I'm not sure if I need this, but okay. If I go from file, full image, it has to be like this, I guess. When it comes to scale, it's not like I wouldn't be able to do this without this image, but if it's there, then let's use it. Especially for the charging port, I always know it's gonna be in the middle. This looks sort of good. Yeah, it's a perspective image, so as you can see the camera bump looks off, which doesn't mean that we made something wrong. This image is not orthographic and our model is orthographic, but at least we can use dimensions for to know where these speaker holes are. Sketch there, let me hide it just for a second so I can again make a sketch here. We are gonna use origin as a center point for this center point slot. Let's see. If I'm not wrong, this should be like... No, not this dimension. I want it between these two. 3.16 or something like that. And here should be should be 875. I guess that's it. I'm gonna rename this one just so I can easily recognize it later. This can be like, I don't know, 15. Of course we are having interference with this body as well, and even the screen is there. So let's cut with this cut, this one as well and this one. Okay, and we will make another quick cut using the same sketch. It's gonna be thin feature by 0.5, and we will select this black body and perhaps again this one. Do not cut the main body. Okay, and we will make we will make another thin feature this time. It's gonna be using this sketch extrude boss. So thin feature 0.5 this direction and merge with this body. This way our hole is not interfering no more. Let's also shrink this down to 12. Ajde bre, onda me zajebaš. 12 for this one, and 12 here. Nobody's gonna see that inside. So let me see if I have the SIM port. It's not SIM port, sorry, it's charging port. So yeah, here is the charging port that I was talking about. I will also get you this file. Now let's just quickly open it up as a separate document. Of course, SolidWorks crashed for absolutely no reason. So let's see finally our charging port. Evaluate. So it's like 579, but here from this point till this one we have 895. I gotta remember the 895, and here we have here we have 316. So 895 and 316, and we will now of course insert part. It's called port. Open. Make sure we only have solid bodies, we don't need nothing else right there. Of course it's rotated like that, so move copy bodies, and I'm gonna use first this rotate 180 degrees, click OK, move again. This time around we are going to constraints, make sure that let's see if I wanna have like coincidence between this face and this one, but also I want to add like 0.25 to it. Just a second. Yeah, I'm looking at my iPhone, it's also something similar. Add and click here on this face and this one, and that's in the place. Click OK. Now of course, as you can see, it's protruding outside instead of going inside, so let's change this distance. Go to edit feature, distance, flip dimension, click OK. Now I'm not exactly sure if there should be like a fillet or something, but I'm gonna add chamfer here, 0.25 for this edge. You can add fillets if you prefer fillet. And visually from these images, I also think it's actually chamfer, yeah. It's definitely chamfer, I can see it from reflection rather than a fillet. Also we have the screws, which I'm gonna leave for the end. Sketch here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It seems like these are symmetrical. Center line, something like that. For a moment I'm having a feeling that this is not fully in the middle. Bottom tray, let's see our blueprint. Yeah, it definitely is in the middle. So hole number 1, dimension is 1.25. That looks small actually. 12 and the half. This is perspective image, like I said, so I'm not trusting it fully. 1.5. Now that's too much. One that's too little. 1.25 then. Okay, that makes sense. Exit the sketch. try to cut. This can be like 5. Let's hide this sketch. Okay, now linear pattern. This edge, number 5, to this direction, feature scope, this body. Let's see now. Yeah, that's when you put the when you put this sketch on a wrong face. Let's go right click edit sketch plane. It should in theory move to the top plane. So now we can see the model first and then the image like this. 1, 2, yeah, definitely this pattern should be something like 2.5, 2.4. It's gonna be 2.4, 245. Yeah, 245. And we will take cut and pattern selected, mirror on the right plane. Let's also add chamfer. It was 0.25 here, maybe for this one it should be 0.1 more than enough. One, two, three, 4, 5. Luckily that there is not plenty of them. My PC seems to be struggling, even though this is not really some... What? Come on, it cannot make a chamfer because of what? Of course, what the problem is these edges. I mean, come on, how stupid can this be? Like, let's reselect only this inside edge. Yeah. Now it should work. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. This is so... Okay, let's get over it. We need to do... I'm gonna like here. Sketch. I'm gonna add quick center point slot from the origin. Or actually no, it's gonna be 2-point slot. Come on, it's really my PC is not working well. So from here to here, something like that. 1.5 center line here, mirror, now this is gonna be like a planar surface. Again, this will be used, let me just find some black color. This will be used, copy appearance, this will be used to represent the inside the mesh of the mic of these speakers. Paste appearance, and we can use again move. Make sure you filter surface bodies, this one and this one. Translate rotate, we can be like 3 millimeters inside, and that's it. That's that, and the last thing here, the screws. One thing that I don't appreciate about these iPhones is this modeling these screws. I don't think I ever seen any other smartphone having like two screws at the bottom, and this trend is kept probably from the first iPhone ever. Should this be 175 or 1.5? I don't know. If the hole was 125, let me check here. Yeah, it does look kinda bigger. I don't know. Is it this big? No, it's definitely not. Let's do it 1.5. Center line. Mirror. This is why you shouldn't ever use perspective images. It's never gonna be fine. Let's go to 7.5. It's a huge question now. What's good and what's not. Good thing about mirroring object is if you move one side, the other side moves as well. Let's keep it at 7.5. I really don't care if this is not good. Threaded cut. This can be, I don't know, like 2. Right off the bat, we will add 2 bodies. I think that's, yeah. Perhaps I'm looking at my iPhone now. Yeah, every single iPhone does actually have these screws. Give me a second. We will make 2 extrude bus. Is 2 millimeters. Do not merge results. Actually, let's go to selected contours. Let's select only one side. Click OK and hide it. We will do first 2 fillets, 0.1. Unhide this one. For the screw, how does the screw even look like? It's like a star. The most annoying part of this, of course. I feel like there should be a circle here first, or maybe not. So perhaps a triangle from the midpoint up, make it vertical, make these two equal. What angle could it be? Perhaps 90. Let's also add some dimension here. A daj, nemoj me zajebavati u pičku materinu, bre. Sorry, guys. So, 1.25 here. Here maybe 75. Yeah, that's a lot actually. 0.5. Let's do 0.3 maybe. Make this one for construction. Let's see, once we cut this, what do we get? 0.25 circular pattern of 5. Yeah, the angle was definitely too much. So how much could it be? Like 75.4. Maybe even more. 70, of course. That looks better. Let's add fillets here. 0.35. Let's click on this face, convert, exit. We will of course cut up to here. I'm still not convinced about the look of this screw. It's kinda rounded around here. Roundings. Let's add fillets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0.1. Now this does make a lot more sense. I feel like the angle is also still off. Yeah, there are like flat places here. I don't even care. What are we going to do right now is this. Take this, go to move, find move face. This is 0.2, so we will move 0.15. So, no, it was 0.25. Let's move 0.2. Okay, click on the face, make a sketch, convert. Also, this fillet can be a touch bigger. No, that's too much. De jebem ti. 1.4 here. That's better. Maybe not. 1.35. Okay. Now with this sketch, we're making a cut. It's gonna be with the angle of 30. And it can be like 0.2. Should the angle here be bigger? I think yes. 45. Does this make sense? I think yeah. It's not perfect, who cares? It's not gonna be so much visible in the rendering anyways. Let's see if we can fill it out. These. There should be no fillet, I think. And here 0.1 is so big when the screw is so small. 0.05 it's gonna be in the end. This looks awful to me. I don't know why, it just looks terrible. Like what have we even done here? Let's shrink this down from 1 to something like this. I just don't want don't want this to go too much in the eyes of the people. Should I fill it this as well? Sure, why not? Probably the worst modeling of a thorax screw in the history of YouTube. Mirror bodies to mirror. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be like that, but who cares? Let's find a right plane. Bodies to mirror is the screw. Click OK, and that's this portion done. I feel like I'm gonna leave the emblem for the last video, and we can just double check later if everything is fine. I'm gonna also hide this sketch, and that's it for this one. So for this final part of the video we need the back blueprint. We will be modeling this emblem. Of course it's gonna be easy. Just a couple of fixes before that. I wanna go ahead, and this is like fillet 0.25. Let's see if I delete it. Yeah, nothing fails. So delete that one. It's actually a chamfer. This is something I double checked in the meantime. So 0.25, 45-degree chamfer. That's all good. I'm gonna use move surface body and just slightly move this outwards. When I say slightly, 1 millimeter is enough. Yeah, that's cool. And let's do the same for the speaker. For the speaker surfaces. Here we can do even 1.5 or maybe even more, maybe 2. So -2. That's good. I think we fixed pretty much everything we had to fix. Let me double check everything, but I think we are good to go. The glass is there. Let's see if we also have to delete some things. Screen glass is there. We don't need this surface, I think. Let's delete that one. Doesn't do anything. And when it comes to solid bodies, we have a copy of one. You're also not gonna need this one, and that's all. So we are just cleaning the model now. Let's delete this one. Of course, if you ever need that body and you wanna fix something, you can delete the feature or go like this. Anyways, let's get back to the emblem. Double check everything, but everything is fine. Also, let's double check here if there is a gap. Yeah, this is a 0.05 cut extract thin, because this is gonna be glass surface. So sketch on this face. You don't need my tutorial or explanation for this, because I'm gonna do something more of freestyle now. It's not a freestyle rap, it's a freestyle drawing without taking too much care about dimensions. Let's do like a 2-point spline, something like that. Is it too big? Maybe it is, maybe just something like this. Okay, if you need dimensions, here they are. Something like 9.5. Here we have vertically 415. We have from the origin to this point horizontally 368, and we have horizontally here 3.5. Let's see about the angles. 44, 5.5, 40.5, 4.8, 40.5, 7.8, 5.9, and the angle here 44. Like I said, it's not hugely important, it's just a logo. Extrude cut through all. I'm gonna click only on this one. Let's see how deep this is actually. 1 mil, okay. So let's do 1 millimeter. Because we have glass, it's gonna be a frosted glass surface and a metal, we still need that cut that is gonna be thick and cut. To avoid having glitches between these two surfaces, 0.05, something like that. That's too much maybe. 0.02. Let's use mid plane, and we are cutting both this one and this one. I'm gonna go through all. Okay, we can proceed to the bigger portion. 1, 2, 3. Let's just make it a little bit more subtle. Okay. Maybe we could actually, fix this point and this one. They are standing well. I don't want to lose their position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hope these 9 points are gonna be enough for to execute this logo. So let's go from the first one. It's kinda hard to see right now. Just make sure that the logo is smooth. I feel like the biggest issue is something like in this point, because as you can see this one is going way too far. Maybe move this point to the inside. Yeah, the biggest issue is also this point here. Let's just double check. I think this is fine, perhaps. Let's unfix this one, delete this fixed. Let's just move it slightly down, like this. And let's fix it again. Fixed. Let's slightly extend this one to the right. Maybe here and this one. That should do it. Like I said, it doesn't really need to be something crazy precise. I'm just gonna go and if I fix everything, yeah, nothing can move right now, so yeah, I think the shape is fine. Maybe I did too much. I can see it now. Unfix. We cannot delete relation. Let's delete relation only here. Fixed, delete. I'm gonna lower this one like that, and I'm gonna lower something like that. It's too sharp right now. That should do it. Extrude cut, one here. Okay, same thing like we did for the small piece. Boss extrude, do not merge results. And we will do another thin cut through all, thin feature 0.02 mid plane, and select this one and this one through all. Okay, I'm going to add some super small fillets. I don't think there are fillets on the real product, but for rendering purposes these fillets will do the job. I am only selecting edges right now because we also have these on the let's see how much we're gonna do here. 0.1 maybe, 0.1 is not too much. I'm also going to copy appearance from here to here as a body. And that's all. Thank you for joining this short video.